Alfonso's here, the godfather of the game. Many years of wisdom, remember his name. Speakers on stage, they'll drop the keys. Unlock your power and seize the breeze.
Hey, you're gonna want to listen to this video because it's about you and your ability to make a decision. You see, your success in business, real estate, life, career, anything that you want in your life is going to come down to your ability to make a decision. That's it. Just a simple decision. You'll be surprised how many people just can't make a decision. And those decisions are paralyzing you. They're keeping you from the things that you want. They're keeping you from the life that you want. And so I'm here to help you with that. If you're tuning in, I will appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get notified when I'm doing a video. I do these videos for free. I do them often, and I just want to bring value to your life. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been in business for 25 years. I built several multi-million-dollar companies, a real estate portfolio across Canada, and I'm a professional speaker. I've spoken on stages all over the world, and especially right here in North America, where I love changing people's lives, people just like you. So make sure to connect, make sure to subscribe, and this video is going to be about decisions, plain and simple decisions, how unsuccessful people make decisions and how successful people make decisions, because there's a very distinct way of how people make decisions, and I believe that that is the ultimate reason why they are where they are. Now, success can mean whatever you want. Success in wealth, success in life, in health, in prosperity, in abundance, success in friendships, relationships. It really doesn't matter. But one thing that I know is that there's unsuccessful people and there are successful people. And the way they make decisions is, after you analyze it, it's very clear on why the people are unsuccessful and the people that are successful. Number one, unsuccessful people make decisions slow, so they take forever to make a decision. And then once they make a decision, they're already changing their mind. So they make decisions slowly, they take forever to make a decision, and then once they make that decision, they change their mind. Have you ever watched someone in a restaurant trying to choose what they're going to eat? I mean, it's I want to tell you, it's painful, right? It's like, oh, what are you going to have? And what about like if we, you order what you're going to order, I'm going to order this, and I can have a little bit of yours, and you can have a little bit of mine. No, I'm ordering what I want, right? So people are indecisive, and if you're indecisive, you're so indecisive that you can't even make a move. And if you never make a move, if you never try, if you never do, you'll never accomplish anything. Versus successful people make decisions quick. Boom, they make instant decisions, and then they change their mind slow. So once they're in something, they're in it for the long haul. They're not going to, get in something and get out. Get in and get out. Get in and get out. Once someone makes a decision, this is what I'm going to do. They're hyper-focused on what they want to achieve, and they're going to go all the way until it's done. Very different habits. I mean, we're habitual beings, and we're a product of our habits. And so the unsuccessful people, they have these habits on how, they take forever to make a decision. They got to ask everyone. They got to ask all their relatives and people. And then, should I do this? Should I do that? And then by the time these people make a decision, you know what? The successful people already made the decision, failed 5 times, got it together, and now they're on the road to success. So very different ways of how, two different types of people make decisions. Unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations. For example, wherever they are in life, all of their decisions are going to be based on that. Whatever their current situation is, all of their decisions are going to be based around that current situation. Successful people make decisions based on where they want to be, on where they're going. Wayne Gretzky was asked the question, like, what makes you a really good hockey player? Like, what makes you one of the greatest of all time? And he said, you know what? I think the difference is most people skate to where the puck is. I skate to where the puck is going. And so successful people, the differences between unsuccessful people and successful people is that successful people make decisions based on where they want to be. Number one, they establish a goal. Once they know where they're going, now all of their decisions are going to be based on where they're going. Versus unsuccessful people, they make decisions based on their current situation, their bank account, their credit, their limitations, their job, their time limits. And so they never make a move because they're only operating with what they know. For example, it's been about 2.5 months to 3 months we've been in the midst of this pandemic, this COVID situation. And so, most of the people out there, 96% of the people out there are making decisions on their life, if you can imagine, based on where they are right now, based on their current situation, whether they're out of a job, whether they're working from home, whether they speculate on what's going to happen and talk about what's happening and watch the news. And so those people here are operating based on the now. Me, I know exactly where I'm going. And everything I'm doing today is based on where I'm going to be in 5 years from now. So I'm operating based on 5 years. To me, COVID is behind me. That's the truth. The one thing that's the truth in that we all know for sure is that we're all going to get out of this. The question is, what are you going to look like on the other side? I already know, right? Because I know where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm going, and all of my decisions today are going to be based on where I want to be 5 to 10 years from now. So I operate from then. I'm bringing the future to the present.
My name is Alfonso Cuadra. They call me the Godfather of real estate. I've been in business for over 30 years, in real estate over 26 years. I built a multi-million-dollar portfolio, and now I'm going across North America, talking to people and signing checks. I'm looking for deals because I'm building a $1 billion portfolio. Is that you? Let me make an offer you can't refuse.
We just don't have enough information to make this decision. There's too many unknowns. And for that reason, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Unsuccessful people use too much mental resources to make simple decisions. The unsuccessful people use too many mental resources to make the smallest little decision, versus successful people turn all of their smallest decisions into routines, or they delegate those small decisions, right? You can see people, they're all day, everything is painful. They can't decide. They take forever to make a decision on every little thing. So when the big opportunity in life, shows up, they're just too mentally exhausted to make any more decisions because they've spent all of their energy, trying to decide on whether I'm going to wear pink socks today or blue, right? While successful people turn all the smallest little decisions into routines, or they delegate those little decisions. For example, in our business, in our organization, I have an assistant, I have staff, I have people, I have partnerships, I have people that are helping the organization grow. So now my mind is ready and available to take on those big decisions, right? So I might not be good at those small little things, but my mind is absolutely ready for all the big decisions. Barack Obama, for 8 years he was president, he wore the same baby blue dress shirt for all 8 years. And he had 3 suits, black, navy blue, and gray. I think one time he wore a beige suit, and I think the entire world went, turned upside down. But they asked him, like, why is it that you wear the same color blue shirt, for years, right? Of course, he has multiple blue shirts. But he said, listen, when I wake up in the morning, I got to worry about Bosnia, Putin, and all the world's problems. I don't have time to figure out what goes with what, right? And you actually, if you look into like really high achievers, like Steve Jobs, wore that same black turtleneck with the mom jeans, or Dr. Dre wears the same black hoodie and the same Air Force Ones. It really doesn't matter. When you look at successful people, they simplify their lives. They want to turn all those small decisions into routines. So, if you want to be successful and you want to achieve more in your life, you know what? All those small decisions in your life, turn them into routines or delegate them. Don't get caught up with busy work. So your mind is available for big decisions. Make decisions based on where you want to be. The most powerful thing that you could do is actually determine your target and your goal, and start operating as if you already are there. Make decisions quickly, and once you're in it to win it. You're in it for the long haul. My good friends, I know if you study this, and by the way, this is 25 years of studying, but I'll tell you this has been a key component to my life. I remember, like, I started to work on making decisions quickly, and I started to see my entire life changed. There's a great book that I'll recommend, is the 5-second rule, and it's about decision making, right? This lady, trying to remember, Mel Robbins, I think, is the author. Go get that book, 5-second rule. Her life was in shambles, and one day she's sitting there, she's fired, she's realized her life is in shambles, and she sees a rocket launch on television, and she's like, whoa, I want to be like that rocket. They count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and usually when the rocket takes off, there's no stopping that rocket. Right, it's gone. And so she said, I want to be like that rocket. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be like that rocket. Right. So the next day the alarm goes off, and instead of hitting the snooze, she counted down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom, she got up that day. And throughout that day, every decision she made was based on this 5-second rule. Right? Is she going to eat hot dogs or hamburgers for lunch? Well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Just decide, right? She changed her entire life. She became she created this system, the 5-second rule, turned it into a book. She's a speaker all around the world, international speaker, and just changed her entire life over this one thing, making decisions. And so the premise of the book is that your first decision, your first instinct is always the correct one. What's the problem? Is that we're always getting in our own way. We're always getting in our heads. The problem in the world is not a lack of opportunities. The problem in the world, the problem with the unsuccessful 96% of the population out there, the problem with the people out there is the fact that they allow the smallest little things cheat them out of big opportunities. I would have to say is the fact that they're just too exhausted. They can't make big decisions, right? So try it. The next time you have decisions, count from 5 down, or whatever method you want to do, but just make a decision quickly and don't change your mind. Stick with it no matter what. There's a cool movie Jim Carrey's called Yes Man, and just everything he said yes, and just it changed his entire life. And so whatever you have to do to change this habit, it's going to be hard at first, but if you stay with it, you will be successful, and you'll be able to make great decisions and ultimately change your entire life. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, I encourage you, subscribe to this video, share this video. By the way, if you have any ideas of any future videos that you want me to do, comment below, or comment below anyways. I want to hear, your thoughts on being unsuccessful versus successful. And I'm really happy to be here and help you. Hit the bell to get notified the next time I'm doing a video. Alfonso loves you, and we'll see you all at the top. Join us for our 10th and biggest Expand Investor Conference. And this year, this November, we are doing it in Calgary, Alberta. Yeah! And it's going to be a big one. And I want you to go and get your tickets right away. Our Expand Investor Conference, our 10th edition of our Expand Investor Conference is happening in Alberta. Get your tickets right away.